I don't have the right stick for it in here. It's in the other room. Anyways, this is going to be my own reading from my first deck that I got on Etsy. Oh my goodness. And I haven't... Okay, I've shown this deck a few times, or the box. But this is actually the pouch that it came in. And inside of this pouch was this handmade box. And I guess I just haven't shown that. Okay, forgive me. My nose is still giving me a little bit of trouble from this morning. I refer to my prior video about healing, if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's been a rough day. Okay. I'm going to do my own reading. Let's see. One more shuffle. Okay, get my hands working. All right, higher self, me down here right now. What's under the surface? Masculine, feminine, recent past. Okay. Thank you. Near future. About to like lose half a hand. Interesting. Okay. Message from my higher self. I think that since I'm like closest to this deck, it likes to talk. Message from my higher self. Now it goes silent. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I see. I see. All right, what's going to help through this? Are you out? Are you in? Are you out? Are you in? And that's that. Okay. Well, what we can see right now is that my feminine energy is the Seven of Wands reversed. The way that I usually read that is like seeing conflict where there isn't conflict, seeing a barrier where there's not a barrier, fighting things off that aren't even real. You know, they're up here in the head space, even though it's wands, not swords. It usually has to do with like fighting with, let's see, other people's opinions on the things related to wands, you know, on the things that light you up, on the things that interest you. So, you know, maybe the feminine side of me is still scared to fully dive into expressing things because of the feelings that I believe certain people in my life are going to have about these things. Like how my mom and mom and dad, but mostly my mom, would feel about me doing this at all. Stuff like that. Let's see, whatever's underneath the surface right now, the Lovers is going to help with that. And I wonder if that's got to do with like lovers and partnership, or if it has more to do with self-love. I guess we're going to see. And also, yeah, balance within the self, because balance is the first thing that came to mind whenever I saw that card, which was reversed over here the other day, and now it's upright. So service. Service to others. Let's see. My higher self. Whoa, okay. So we've got the 8 of Pentacles, which is working on her craft, which is beautiful. The way that I understand that is that the things that I'm doing right now, the things that I am working on, will be profitable. Even though right now it looks like I'm just like making things to stand up here, eventually in the future that craft is going to come into fruition. And it's really important to remember for that craft to be something that can be in service to the whole. It's the best way to live. It's a life of service from your heart. Because you're centered enough to know that you have an infinite amount of energy to pull from in order to help lead others, to help guide others, to help be an example to others. Okay, me down here right now. Ooh, cool. 8 of Swords reversed, which is nice. We got an 8 up here, we got an 8 over here. And the way that this is, it's like those things are falling off. The things that bind you are falling away. The things that blind you are falling away. It's a transformation happening here. Even though you feel like you've been blind for so long, what you've been blind to are thoughts alone. And when the blindfold comes off and you come unbound, it's important not to focus on all of these swords right here, on all of these thoughts that are going to flood you as soon as you see beyond, the blindfold. As soon as you find that freedom, that release, that awakening, once that comes flooding in. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Sorry. The other day, I think I brought this up, that it's like a tsunami goes out and reveals everything. So these ties coming off right now are like the tsunami revealing everything. And as you can see everything, it's really important not to get stuck in the thoughts. It's important to focus on the goal. Focus on where you're heading. Even if where you're heading is just, whatever feels in alignment. You might not even know exactly what it is, but you'll know what choice to make at each and every moment because it'll feel right to you. And that's the castle in the distance that you need to head towards. Don't get focused on all of the shiny, stabby swords around you. All right. Masculine. Okay. 3 of Hearts reverse, which is like letting go of heartache. Things have stabbed you in the past. Things have stabbed you in the present. Things are going to continue to stab you in the future, but letting them fall away. It's like the rain's going back into the clouds, not the other way around. We've got this, essentially what I'm feeling is the sun shining, which is taking those emotions, taking that water and pulling it back up into the sky. And the way that we choose to think about things as those emotions move their way up, that affects the weather of our life. And this masculine side being the side of action, thought action in this case, being aware of the way that you were processing these things falling away, processing these changes, processing this heartache that you've had. It's important to be mindful of the fact that the thoughts alone are action. They're neurons firing, they are energy, they are ripples being created. And to remember that you can help the wounds in this heart heal fully, and for the heart to be even stronger on the other side of this than it was before, through thought alone, through perspective alone. It sounds like it's raining. Sorry. What's under the surface right now? Okay. Five of Pentacles reversed. It's coming out of a time of isolation. Coming out of not just a period of isolation, but a period of self-isolation. Right? What's under the surface right now is maybe that you've been keeping yourself feeling like an outsider rather than just, I don't know, accepting that you're not an outsider or accepting that everyone is an outsider. Be careful that you're not, okay, what's under the surface right now? Be careful that you are not isolating yourself. Be careful that you're not projecting yourself to feel like an outsider. Feel like you don't fit in. Imposter syndrome. Especially in this, because of the Pentacles, especially in this craft, especially in these acts of service. Don't feel like you are unable to do it. Don't feel like you don't belong, because you do. You belong in this craft. You belong sharing this craft with others. You deserve that, because your soul came here to do that. You know, you spent lifetimes, other lifetimes, crafting this, which is why your highest self is already diligently doing the work. Now it's time to share. Share with others. It's not raining, it's the water tanks overflowing. Okay, oh, I didn't even touch on this earlier in the future, right? I forgot it was even flipped over. Okay, we're gonna get some clarification on that in a bit. But recent past over here, Knight of Pentacles reversed. You had the world in your hands. You had everything you wanted and weren't sure how to take action on it. I don't know why I flip this one over so close to the end instead of further at the beginning. But that is absolutely true. You had the world in your hands. You had everything you wanted and just didn't know where to go. You know, you were sitting on the horse wrong. You were backwards. You were upside down. You're falling off the horse. Every time that you tried to get on it, you just fall off. And now that it's the year of the fire horse, it's like this knight can finally take action. This knight can finally take action. Okay, and over here in the future, we've got the devil, but on its side. This is interesting, okay? I got a reading done one day, and she did this to find out if it was supposed to be... that didn't do anything, and it's still sideways. That's funny. What? She flicked it. What? Upright or reversed. I usually read something with... It's funny. I usually read something about them being sideways, and it's definitely coming out sideways. That's 3 times I've tried to flip it to allow it to pick a side, and it was like, nope. But then again, it was my first time ever trying to flip it like that, and I don't know how to flip it. Okay, so what we've got here, I'm going to try and read into this, is a devil on its side, but I've also got a split down the card there. And the devil card, from my understanding, it's what binds us to the Wheel of Fortune. It's what keeps us locked in samsara. It's what keeps us coming back and reincarnating on this earth plane. You know, it's like all of those delights that we get to have here in this physical body. All right. And you've got the people down here on this, or over here on this side of the rift, and the devil over here. So there's a break that's happening between this, whatever it is, this addiction that binds you, this negative thought pattern that binds you, whatever it is, whatever this devil aspect is for you in the future, there's going to be a rift between that and you. And you're not going to look at it the same anymore. You're still going to be connected to it, but there will be a fracture. Things will be different. Can we get some clarification on that? Can I get some clarification on that? Star Dragons. Okay. I love this one. I said that earlier this morning. Let's see. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Okay. I want some clarification on this devil card, please. Come on. Okay, well, maybe I need to take a breath. Sip of coffee. And let's get back to it. Clarification on this devil card. Okay, and now I'm feeling like to read something in the back of this card, which is just a reflection. So we've got as above, so below energy. Let's see. The relationship that you have with this devil is a direct reflection of the relationship that you have with the dragon inside of yourself that is trying to come out. And through this rift, you will finally be able to see the devil, or not see the devil, but you'll finally be able to separate yourself enough from the devil to let that dragon free. And you free yourself from that which binds you. That dragon inside is also set free. I don't know how I ended up with this deck in between my fingers. Okay. Is that important? Is that not important? There we go. Thank you. Culmination, completion, and renewal. Wow. Oh my goodness, that's so beautiful. Okay, I'm going to read from the book on this and then call it done. What number is that? 27? Which is a 9. That adds up to a 9, which is indeed a completion. How fitting. Okay. So, the constellation associated with this card is Ursa Minor, or Lesser Bear, and the star associated with it is Polaris. Which is interesting that completion and renewal is coming directly from like the brightest point in our own sky that everything circles around. So, the wisdom of the herald of the person on the card. Okay? Completion and renewal. It is done. Indulge in a job well done. And great battle won as you restore and renew yourself for your next bold move. You have completed a great task. You have conquered. You saw all there was to see, and now it's time to sit back and be restored, renew, and heal. Rest up, lounge back, and regroup. Kudos on a job well done. Look, she's sitting on top of her dragon. It's very strength card vibes, you know? Like taming the lion, befriending the lion. Befriending that dragon within instead of treating it like it is a devil, or instead of letting that devil side come in, that doubt. Ugh, doubt is the devil. Don't doubt your dragon. And the dragon, the wisdom of the dragon, culmination. It has all led up to this point, and now comes the time for you to truly hone your power and own it. You are the full culmination of who you are meant to be. Face the world head on as you stand firm in your identity. You've gathered what was needed and sit poised and ready at the maximum level of proficiency and strength. Feel your power. Ooh. This invocation of the card, the Star Dragon invocation. Congratulate yourself on a job well done and seek renewal. You've done so much. Give yourself credit and take a moment to truly feel all that incredible energy of your accomplishments that have all culminated to this point to bring you to be who you are today. Celebrate as you indulge in coming into your own. You've come a long way. And with that, you can let your feminine energy fight away the voices of others that aren't interested in the same things that you're interested in, or that might not be in supportive of your higher purpose here in this lifetime. You've come to a completion in this phase, and now you can fully and confidently step into the next. Level up. All right, I'm going to leave that there. It was my own reading, but I hope that it helps anyone else who might be going through, I don't know, a similar thing that I am right now, or if you find this when you need it, you know, if you're going through something similar. I just hope that it helps. Thanks.